Hey guys, it's Dave and Jen. Dave! Babe!
Hey.
It's not focusing. Oh. Hey guys. So Dave and I are going to do some cooking tonight. We're going to make a bison stew. Right?
Yes,
so
a bison chili.
A bison chili. And Dave has made this before, so he's going to kind of teach me as we go. He'll be our tutorial guy.
Secret family recipe.
Ooh, exciting. Alright, so Dave is starting off with chopping some onions. I'm going to be doing some onion dicing, and we're going to get our mise en place ready.
I'm actually starting with green peppers.
Green peppers! What did I say?
Onions.
Onions? Oh, he's doing green peppers. I'm doing the onions.
Got our green pepper, our small, what are these? We have our yellow and orange mini peppers here, and our jalapenos, and our chopped onion. And soon we'll also have chopped celery, brought to you in part by Jennifer.
Alright guys, so now that we've chopped all of our veggies, we're going to brown some bison. Right? So there we've got some grass-fed organic bison. Then we have a random little succulent plant. Rando decoration. And of course we've got the babies. Hi.
So we're going to take our Kirkland minced garlic here, which doesn't expire for almost 2 years, so you get plenty of use. And if you're like me, and most people out there in the culinary world, whether you're novice or intermediate or an advanced culinary perfectionist, minced garlic from Kirkland's is the only kind of garlic that I use. So we're going to put about 2 tablespoons in. I like it garlicky. Garlic's good for you, obviously, but, you know, use it as you wish. So, uno and dos.
Alright. It is starting to smell really good.
Alright. And also, once you put the onions in and the garlic, you want to reduce the heat to a medium. Slightly under medium if you're cooking on a gas range, obviously. You know your range.
Because the bison was fully cooked already when we put it in, it's a little bit juicy, and so the onion and garlic are actually cooking pretty quickly right now because it's hot in here. Alright, and we're using our spoon plate.
Yay.
Our spoon rest.
Alright, so now we got that all mixed in. I'm going to ask my beautiful wife again to help me with some of our previously prepared ingredients.
Okay.
Next, so kind of the process that we're doing here is we're adding the firmest ingredient down to the least firm ingredient. So we're going onion, give it a little bit of time, and then we're going to go over to the peppers, the green peppers.
Green peppers, in we go.
Put those bad boys in there. And then we're also going to put in the baby sweet peppers as well, since they're the same consistency as their older, much fatter brother.
Whoa. Fatter brother.
Okay, so we're going to stir that around for a second here.
Guys, you have to see this because it's so pretty and so yummy looking right now. It's got so much color to it.
So, you know yourselves best, so I'm not sure how your testing process goes, but mine is to take my fingers and stick them in my own food and try them out. So I'm going to grab a pepper and just kind of check the pliability. And it's looking quite pliable. So once it's kind of got, you know, a little bit of that steam to it, and it becomes a little more flexible, then you can go ahead and start adding your softer ingredient, which I will have my beautiful wife do again. So we're going to be grabbing the celery next.
Celery. And another way you guys can know how pliable it is you'll see that the edges of the peppers are going to become like more translucent than the middle. So that's another great way to know. Donezo. Alright.
Done. Spelled D-U-N if you're from the country.
Done is actually a color.
I don't know what she done said.
And the done puns keep on coming.
But she really done did it.
Jokes, guys. Babe, this pepper still has a top. Do you want to leave it in there?
Oh, that was probably an accident.
Should I pull it out?
Yeah, just throw it.
It's very pretty. You want to eat it?
We'll just be snacking on little droppings here for a second, like pigeons.
Seagulls.
All right, we're both pretty hungry right now, and this smells amazing, as I hope yours would. And if it doesn't by this point, throw it out and start again. So we're gonna go ahead and put in the jalapeno next.
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
All right.
And if you can't find jalapenos in your local market or anywhere around you, you can always ask your roofer.
Hey, babe. So we're using jalapenos. If people wanted to use a different type of pepper, is that okay?
It's totally okay. You know, I tend to sway to the spicier side of foods. Obviously, you can go jalapeno if you kind of want that medium, mild spice. Because once it cooks out, what a lot of people don't know is once you actually cook jalapenos, the spicy part of the jalapeno is the oil in the skin and then the seeds inside. So it'll actually cook out and be a lot more on the mild side once it's all done. You won't even notice them. But you can substitute serrano peppers if you want something a little lighter, just a little bit of extra greenery, because you won't really get any spice out of those once it's cooked down, because this will end up cooking down for about an hour after we're all done here. And then you can also go up a level, which I prefer to do. You can add habaneros, and then if you're just a complete maniac and you feel like dying that night, you can go with Thai chili peppers. All of our ingredients that we showed you earlier in the pot now, and they are all simmering together, and we are looking for that desired aromatic effect, and we're also looking for any kind of not inclination, just any kind of like sign that the stuff is like getting close to being done. What's the word I'm looking for? Another word for like a sign.
Sign. What's the entire sentence? Or what are you trying to like say it again?
So we're going to put the lid onto the simmering mixture that we have here, and we're just waiting to kind of smell the aromatics and for signs that our vegetables are like done.
Indication.
That's the word I was looking for. So now that we've got our cover on and we're just kind of waiting for that indication that everything is done and ready for the next steps, we're going to go ahead and turn our burner down to low here and just put the cover on and let that simmer for a bit, and set your timer for about 5 minutes right now. And just kind of fold in the tomatoes and the tomato sauce into the mixture here. All right. To go with our chili beans, our 2 cans of chili beans. These do not have to be drained. I actually like the juice that the chili beans come into. I'll leave that up to you, of course. And chili bean soup. If you want a little bit of extra meaty flavor, you can always put in 2 beef bouillon cubes. So I'm going to do that because I like that taste. You just kind of get them in there, and I like to just kind of break them up. Just kind of break them up like that in between my fingers. Pretend I'm a little kid playing with slime. Just get it all up in there. And I'm going to put 2 so it's extra meaty. So after simmering on low for about an hour, you just want to go ahead and turn the burner off and just kind of let it sit for about 15 minutes to a half an hour if you can. I know you're probably really going to want to eat it because that's where we're at right now. We're starving. But it's really good to just kind of let it sit and just kind of let all the ingredients collect the flavors, and also let it cool down because it's extremely hot right now.
Dave actually mentioned a really good point. It's that this usually tastes even better the next day because it's had some time overnight to sit and really melt all together and become like super delicious. So even though we're gonna have some today, apparently it's better tomorrow. It's
definitely better if you wait. So if you can, and you're not starving like we are, once it's done, just let it cool down on the stove top. And then just transfer the whole pot into the fridge. All right, well, we will see it in a little bit after this cools down. Cut.
Oh my gosh. It looks so yummy. You hungry?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Starving Marvin.
Guys, it's literally almost 10 p.m. I mean, yes, we started making this pretty late. Hungry.
And cut. And redo.
And
action.
Alright guys, so we've plated up our chili, we waited a little bit, and Dave's gonna put some toppings on, and we've got some pretty exciting things, so take it away.
Alright, so, as my beautiful wife pointed out to me, I've apparently been holding on to a hack for quite some time that I didn't think about sharing until now. So you know when you go through your bags of tortilla chips and whatnot for chips and salsa, and you always have like this like little just kind of pouch of leftover crumbles and all that. So I always save those and I roll them up as long as they're not expired, obviously. And anytime I make a chili or like a tortilla soup or something tomato based, I use all of those crumbles to put into my soups or stews as a topping.
I think that's a great idea, and it's so awesome because then you're not wasting anything.
Exactly. So we put some chips on there.
Some cheese on top as well, just some shredded cheese, pretty easy.
Shredded sharp cheddar is what we're using right now, but you can use Mexican blend, any kind of shredded cheese that you prefer.
And really, you can get pretty creative with your toppings. Dave was saying that sour cream and some chopped green onions would be a really great topping as well. That's pretty much what's classic. Yeah. This is kind of a non-classic home version.
Yeah. Yeah, so for my original recipe, the toppings have always kind of been like chips, cheese, sour cream, and chopped green onions, but you can always switch that up. You don't have to, you know, if you're on a low carb thing, you don't have to put in the chips. You can use like a low fat or fat free shredded cheese. You can also use like a fat free sour cream, or even, you know, like a vegetarian sour cream substitute. And then you could do chives, or you could even do chopped red onions, which I've done before. Just kind of whatever you have hanging around that might be good in your stew, throw it on top at the end.
And actually what I'm probably going to do is add half of an avocado.
That's a good idea.
I love avocado.
Avocado's great in this stew as well. So yeah, just, you know, be creative and make it fun.
And that's Dave's family recipe stew.
Yay!
See you guys in the next video. Bye!
And cut.